Although the Rebbe in the Sikha does not refer to Rashi's explanation for the smashing of the Loochot by Moshe Rabbeinu, we will digress for a moment to the Rashi and then move on to Rabbeinu Bechaya in defining the positive aspects about the Shivrei HaLuchot. Shemot 32:19 states that Vayashlech mi'adav et HaLuchot. After seeing the Egel along with the dancing, Moshe becomes quite angry and throws the Luchot from his hands, smashing them at the foot of the mountain. One can only speculate as to what was going on through Moshe's mind at the time. Rashi suggests the following, drawn from Masechet Shabbat. He first refers us to a pasuk in Shemot 12:43 regarding the Korban Pesach. One of the restrictions of the Korban Pesach is that Kol ben nechar lo yochal bo. Nechar translates as one who is estranged, a non-believer, one who has rejected Judaism. Such a person may not yochal bo, may not participate in the eating of the Korban Pesach. And from this, Moshe creates a kal v'chomer. Firstly, the relationship. Shemot 12:43 deals with a single mitzvah. In his hands, Moshe was carrying the Aseret HaDibrot that embodied the entire set of Taryag mitzvot. Moshe reasoned as follows, that if for a single mitzvah God excludes the non-believer, then certainly a non-believer should be excluded from receiving the Taryag mitzvot. In the words of Rashi, Amar, Moshe said, or reasoned, Ma Pesach shehu echad min ha-mitzvot. If the Korban Pesach reflects only a single mitzvah from all the mitzvot, nevertheless, Amra Torah kol ben nechal lo yochal bo, that we prohibit participation of a non-believer. HaTorah kula kan, I'm holding a document that embodies the entire Torah, and for Kol Yisrael mumarim, at this point in time, the entire nation could be classified as non-believers. Ve'et nena lahem, should I go ahead and give this document to them? Obviously not. And therefore, vayeshaber otam tachat hahar. A far more lengthy account that attempts to explain the smashing of the Luchot by Moshe Rabbeinu comes to us from the Rabbeinu Bechaya and is drawn from the Avot de Rabbi Natan. It appears that the Avot de Rabbi Natan is a collection of midrashim built around Masechet Avot. Masechet Avot is part of the Mishnah, but has the distinction of not having a Gemara component attached to it, but rather a collection of midrashic material that expand upon the thoughts recorded by Rabbi Yehuda HaNasi in that Masechet. There are two existing forms for the Avot de Rav Natan. Material in one version is not necessarily found in the other, and it seems existed in manuscript only until 1887. Solomon Schechter, the JTS, printed the two versions side by side. The two versions were identified simply as version A and version B. The version quoted by Rashi is version A. The Sfaridic Rishonim quoted version B. As with the Gemara in general, there's a quotation from the Mishnah expanded considerably in the Gemara, so too the Mishnayot from Masechet Avot are quoted as text and expanded in the Avot de Rav Natan. Insofar as the authorship is concerned, it is clear that much of the midrashic material comes from Amoraic sources, and while we might wish to attribute the Sefer to Rabbi Natan, a Tana, he may have been only one of the first authorities mentioned in the opening chapter, but most of the material is attributed to the Amoraic time period up until approximately the year 600 Common Era.